Hey guys, it's John. This is a Lost Ark video I'm making. This is a really long one. It's about an hour long. It used to be put together with the previous video, the chilling out about Lost Ark. It was originally together as one, but I split it up in two videos because I just felt like there were two conflicting ideas and it didn't make for a good one video. They needed to be split up into two. But yeah, so enjoy the video, guys. This is a Lost Ark content showcase, basically for the casual person to see all the stuff that you can do in Lost Ark, because as we know, there's a shitload of stuff to do in Lost Ark. Thanks guys for watching. Enjoy the video. All right, so the first thing we can do every day, number one, we can do your chaos dungeons. As soon as you hit when you hit level 50, you can come over here to Vern, which is this northern area. You got to do the Vern quest line. I think you got to do like a couple quests in Vern Castle or something, and that unlocks chaos dungeons. I don't know if you have to do the whole Vern storyline. Maybe you do. I don't remember. It should take you like maybe 2-3 hours if you're reading all the story. If you're just skipping through it, it should take you like an hour. So chaos dungeons are like the number one thing you want to do. If you only have like an hour to play every day, you want to do chaos dungeons. Chaos dungeons are like the 80, you know, the 80-20 rule, you know. The chaos dungeons are definitely the 80. You get the most enchantment mats from chaos dungeons. Like compared to Guardian Raids, they give like half the enchantment mats, maybe something like that. It's shit compared to chaos dungeons. So yeah, so you can come over here in Voin. The top area right here is like this winged symbol, the chaos dungeons. So yeah, it's basically like you go into a raid, you're fighting a shitload of monsters, and then you get a ton of gear. You get a ton of enchantment mats. So the great thing about chaos dungeons is you can do them twice a day, and you get extra bonus rewards for doing them twice a day. But you can also actually keep going into the chaos dungeon. You can keep farming them, and normally you get the enchantment mats, and then you get like harmony shards, stuff like that. But once you have used up your 2 chaos dungeons for the day, which is this right here, Aura of Resonance, then these start dropping instead. Perception shards and these disorder crystals. So you can actually keep farming chaos dungeons. They're like one of the few forms of content that you can actually keep farming them almost forever. You can farm them for a long time. So basically you get those 2 currencies and you come over here to this lady. This right here, you see it says exchange chaos dungeon shard. And this is the vendor that you can come to, and you can exchange your perception shards for basically enchantment mats. You can get engravings. You can get 20 engravings, either class or battle engravings per account. See, it's a roster limit. So yeah, you could keep farming chaos dungeons if you really love chaos dungeons, and you can get more enchantment mats. See, there's a weekly limit to how many you can get, but still, like if you love chaos dungeons, you can just keep farming them. And that scales up, so you can get the earrings and stuff. That's what you buy the disorder crystals with. You can get the epic ones, the legendaries, and so on and so forth for the other tiers, tier 2, tier 3, and all that. It's all the same shit. So you can keep farming chaos dungeons if you love them. Also, there is like there's 2 rare portals you can get on chaos dungeon. When you complete the chaos dungeon, like that particular level, you know, the first part of it or whatever, and then you go through the portal to the next part, the portal has a chance of either being a red portal or a gold portal. It's a really rare chance, but if you get the red portal, it basically takes you to a boss room, and you fight a boss, and you kill him, and then he drops enchantment mats. I think if you are in your 2 dailies for the dungeon, the chaos dungeon, I think you get a ton of enchantment mats. If you kill him and you already have run out of your dailies, I think you just get a ton of perception shards and then those other orbs. I think. I'm not sure on that. And then the gold portal, it spawns. It gives you a ton of gold when you kill. It's like there'll be like a gargoyle boss or like a mimic with a crown. You kill him and he gives you a ton of gold if you're on your dailies. And then if you're not on your dailies, I think he also gives you perception shards. I'm not sure about that. But it has a rare chance to spawn. So you could technically just keep farming chaos dungeons, trying to farm those red portals and the gold portals. You can actually get some really decent stuff. So, yeah. Alright, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the Guardian Raids. It's over here in the top left of Vern. Basically giant big old monsters, just like Monster Hunter. Every day you have these 2 souls up here. Basically when you kill the boss, it drops a soul. You harvest the soul and it gives you a bunch of loot. Mostly enchantment mats right here. You also get occasionally a couple jewelry. Maybe sometimes a card and stuff. Most of this other stuff's really rare. It doesn't always drop. It's mostly enchantment mats and a couple pieces of jewelry from your 2 souls every day. When you run out of your 2 souls for Guardian Raids, there's almost no reason to do guardian raids because the actual materials that drop, I'll show it right here. The actual materials that drop when you keep farming guardian raids past your 2 daily limit is fucking garbage. It's really fucking like pathetically small. You get like 5 crystals or something for killing this giant boss. So definitely it is not worth fighting a guardian raid boss after you've used up your 2 daily guardian raids. It's just not worth it. Unless the only time where it's like kind of worth it is if it's the first time you're fighting that boss and you kill him, you'll get a chest that has like jewelry and stuff in it. That would be like the only time where it's kind of worth it, you know, if you ran out of souls and you want to kill some guardian raid bosses, you know, cool. But I mean, even that's kind of a stretch. I feel like you should just go spend your time and do other things. Yeah, that's pretty much it with guardian raids. They're good, they're fun, but they are not as lucrative as Chaos Dungeons. We're gonna talk about Una dailies. You get Una tasks. Do you have to finish Vern? I don't know if you have to finish Vern. I think you just gotta like talk to an NPC when you hit 50 and you get the Una dailies. So every day you can do 3 of these dailies. Basically, that's just doing lots of random stuff, like killing monsters, picking up sand and shit, like sailing people around to different islands. There's a lot of really cool fun dailies. Another thing, I don't know if a lot of people know about this, there's reputation too with doing the dailies. So you can actually, you get 10 rep every time you do one of the dailies, and they give you tons of different rewards. Like this one, this Catch the Criminals quest on Runaway Island. A lot of people don't like that quest because it's kind of a pain in the ass, but the rewards are fucking good. So you start out with 2,000 pirate coins, and when you do it 5 times, you get 10,000 pirate coins and the Runaway Island orb. And then you do it 100 times, you get 20k fucking pirate coins. So some of these dailies are really fucking cool. If you just keep doing them every day, you get really nice rewards. Like look at recipe, whatever. That one's kind of shit, but usually they do give great stuff. Okay, vitality potion for doing it 80 times in a row, or 8 times in a row. Also, when you do the dailies, it gives you points, which will fill up this meter here. I wish I was on a character. I wish I didn't complete all my dailies, so you could have seen this. Every time you complete dailies, it gives you like 2 points, I think. So every day you can get 6 points, which fills up this meter. Then weeklies give 12 points to the meter. And basically, the more of this meter you fill up, you get these Una tokens. You stash a bunch of these Una tokens, and you can go to a gold exchange vendor. I think he's right here. Yeah, gold shop. There's one right here in the west side of Vern, and there's another one down here in the south side. Yeah, gold shop. You can basically trade in those Una tokens for these boxes of a ton of gold. I think the cheapest box, you pay like 80 tokens. Gosh, I don't remember. It gives you like 120 gold, I think, or something. I don't know. Don't take that as fact. It gives you a decent amount of gold. But so you should be doing your Una dailies every day if you can, if you have the time. And then there's also the weeklies. You can complete 3 weeklies every week. Like I told you, it gives you 12 points to your meter right here, the weekly roster mission. Usually the best rewards for dailies and weeklies, I would suggest either getting the ones that have harmony shards or harmony leapstones, because those are really the big bottlenecks. Because the reason is the guardian stone fragments, the red shards and the blue shards, enchantment shards, you can get those on your alts, you can farm them, and then you can give them to your main. So they're kind of easier to get. Whereas harmony shards and harmony leapstones, they're pretty much always bound to that alt when you do the dailies, so you can't transfer them at all. So that's why it's better on your main to do the stuff that gives you harmony shards and harmony leapstones, because they're a lot harder to get. These would also be worth it. The Star's Breath, they would be worth to get these from the daily once you're like at plus 13 or plus 14 on your gear, because then it starts getting really hard to enchant for tier 1 anyways, not tier 2. I have no idea. I've heard tier 2 is a lot harder. But it would be worth to get these Star's Breath. They make it easier for you to enchant. And you should really only use them when you're like at plus 13 or plus 14 for your gear, because before that, it's kind of a waste. Let's see. Same thing with the weeklies. Like I said, you should probably be getting the ones that give you harmony shard, and then you can get the ones with leapstone. I usually will do this top one where it says clear chaos dungeon level 1 or above. I usually will do that one for my first one. You could do this Guardian Raid challenge, so you only have to harvest 6 souls. So that's basically, what, 3 days worth of Guardian Raids. Another super great one is this one, the Proving Grounds. If you can stomach PvP, you only have to do 5 matches. And it just says participate. I haven't done this, but I'm pretty sure you can lose even. You just have to play 5 matches. And you get a shitload of Harmony Stones. Like on my main, I'm getting like 21 or 24 Harmony Stones, I think, for this weekly. So this is probably the best like quest or weekly to get Harmony Leap Stones, because you get so many of them. Also these sailing ones, if you love sailing, this is another good one, the Harmony Shards for the weekly. I already told you about the rep. Don't forget about the guild request. I can't show you because this character's not... Is she part of the guild? Yeah, she is. Your guild has... If you joined a guild, you should join a guild. Because they can put up these weekly quests that you can complete. And you'll get... the bloodstones down here, which you can use to get enchantment mats. All right, so yeah. Oh, also don't forget, if you're in a guild, which you should be, don't forget every day you can donate. Look at, I haven't even done it on this character. You can donate silver. Don't donate the gold, it's not worth it. I think these are the PvP ones. I think that might be worth it. If you live in PvP, it'd probably be worth it to donate the PvP thingies, the medals. Don't ever donate gold, unless if you're watching this video and it's like, you know, 6 months from now and everybody's in tier 3, then yeah, you probably could donate gold, because you probably have like 10,000 gold anyways, or more. But definitely you should every day donate silver. And you can actually donate silver on all of your characters that are in the guild. So you can rack up the bloodstones, and the bloodstones go to your currency. So basically, you're getting all these fucking bloodstones that you can use on your main. I don't know if you can use it on other characters. I'm just gonna see that right now. The reason why the bloodstones are so important from the guild is, I'm gonna show you. You can go over here to this bloodstone vendor and you can buy enchantment mats. I'll show you. So it's over here in this top part of Vern right here. So you can come over to this lady and, oh, okay, she's got, yeah, silver. Don't do that. You get so much silver in this game. I don't even know how you would run out of silver. You can get combat potions for when we're a lot higher level. So you can buy weekly honing materials. Oh, it is. It's per character that you can get these. And I believe it is bound. Oh, no, it says tradable. That's interesting. So Harmony Shards are untradeable. I don't have no blood shards. What? Okay, I might have just lied to you. Okay, I lied to you. Bloodstone. Bloodstone is per character. I thought it was account-wide. Okay, so yeah. Bloodstone is per character. Dang it, I thought it was account-wide. And it looks like you can trade these. It says it's tradable. So you could buy enchantment mats every week with your guild's blood shards. It's your blood shards that you get. Your guild has separate blood shards. You're not using your guild's money by doing this. So you could buy the enchantment mats on every single character. Yeah, see, a weekly limit, 5. That's like, what, 100 guardian stones. And once your guilds get the higher tier stuff, you can actually get a ton of shards every week with bloodstone. So definitely join a guild. I don't see a lot of people talking about that. That's really important. You should be joining a guild and donating money so that you can get more enchantment mats. Also, you can buy these tickets. I think this is for the cube. Yeah, cube and halls of trials. Yorn. So you can buy tickets for the cube. Oh, no shit. You can buy Star's Breath too. I didn't realize that. Yeah, you can buy Star's Breath. That's tier 3 shit. Yeah, that's tier 3 stuff. So yeah, definitely join a guild, do your guild weeklies, donate to your guild, and you will be rewarded really fucking well. Okay, so the next thing you could do, number 5, it's weekly Abyssal Dungeons. So once you hit 340 eye level, you can come over here to these Abyssal Dungeons. It's over here in the top part of Vern. See, there's the icon. And you can do these weekly Abyssal Dungeons. They're actually kind of hard if you're not familiar with the mechanics and your gear is really low. They're actually kind of tough, especially playing with puppies. If you're playing with your guilds, then you guys probably get it. But every week you should be doing these. They give you 80 gold per run, but at the end of the run you can pay 30 gold to get like this golden chest that has extra enchantment mats in it. So you should be paying that 30 gold so you can boost your ult up a little bit, and you should definitely do it on your main because he needs the enchantment mats. But I mean, hey, if you just want pure money, then you don't have to pay the 30 gold. You can just get the 80. So you can do these 2 dungeons. They also drop these Knight's Oath. I forgot, I gotta talk about that. Yeah. So if you get those Knight's Oath, when you complete the 2 weekly dungeons, you get like 5 Knight's Oath usually, I think, per run. This is something that maybe people are not aware of. Do I have any on me? Yeah, I do have 5. Okay. So you can come down here to this vendor down here when you do your weekly dungeons, and you can pay those Knight's Oath. She'll make you these purple gears, these purple like armor and sword and all that. And they actually do have a set bonus. You can see there, 2 set bonus, attack speed +8, 5 set bonus, plus 10% damage. So when you craft those, if you already have blue gear that has pluses on it, don't forget that you can come over here to the enchanter, and you can basically transfer the stats. So if this is like your blue gear, for example, you could transfer your blue gear that's +3 or whatever onto the purple gear, so you can save your enchantments like that. You don't have to actually re-enchant from the beginning. If you get higher rarity gear, you know, from blue to purple to legendary or whatever. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, you should be doing your Abyssal Dungeons that are weekly. Just do them on your day off or something when you're off from work or whatever. But you should definitely get them done because of the gold and the materials and all that. They're definitely worth it. Okay, next thing, number 6. Man, this video is already getting fucking long. All right. Procyon's compass, or however you say that. Procyon. I say Procyons, but whatever. Every day there is world events. Oh god, I gotta talk about the fucking alarms. Can you see already? I'm not even through the list. I'm like maybe halfway through the list, and you already have more shit than you can do in a day, I think. Anyways. Alright, so this is the major stuff that you could do every day. Every day there's field bosses that will spawn at certain times. You can come in here to the alarm settings. You can turn on the bosses you want. The boss that you probably want for sure in the beginning is definitely this one. She's called 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗧. She's like this giant spider lady because she gives the 4th giant's heart. I don't know if you can see there. You need that for a collection, which is really important. You could also do these other 2 bosses if you don't care about that, or maybe you already have the giant's heart. But yeah, if you're at 380 item level, you definitely should be farming 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗧 every day. Let's see, the second thing is ghost ships you can do every day. They're not always every day, they're sometimes every other day, but you need 460 item level to do those. If you're that high, you should be doing ghost ships because they give lots of enchantment mats and materials and whatnot. I have not done them, so I have no idea how it works. I just know that you go somewhere in the ocean and there's a ghost ship, and I think you get on it, it's like a raid or something. Let's see, next thing is chaos gates. They're basically like an open world dungeon. So you basically show up at a spot, a bunch of people come with you, you go inside of a portal, it takes you into like a dungeon, basically like a giant dungeon, and you do this dungeon with like, you know, 20 or 40 other people. They're really cool. It takes like maybe 10-15 minutes to do them. But again, they're timed. It's like every 2 hours or something like that. You have a chance to get those secret maps. I still have not done secret maps, but I know people pay a lot of money for them because I guess it's like a mini dungeon or something that you do and it gives you a ton of gold. I'm not exactly sure. I just know that people pay a lot of money for those secret maps. So I assume they give good ass rewards if people are willing to pay hundreds of gold for them. Let's see, what's next? The Adventure Island. I still have not done Adventure Islands. It's usually every day there's an Adventure Island that pops up and you'll get to choose which one you want to go to. And it'll just be an island that pops up in the ocean and you have to go to it. And like I said, I haven't done them, but I think it's like either bosses or special like mini games, stuff like that. That the rewards are usually super good. I'm pretty sure you get gold and I'm not sure what else, but I just know all the pros, the Lost Ark pros that I've seen, they're always saying like, you need to do Adventure Islands. Even though I haven't done Adventure Islands. You can also go up here to the alarm section. You can also look at this calendar here. It'll tell you all the stuff that's going on in that particular day and the times for them. I usually just go over here to the alarms. You can click on this little gear and you can just look at all of the events in the game. And these events go on pretty much every day. Some events, they only happen every other day or every 2 days or something like that. But most of these events, look at all these sailing events. Use the chaos gates, the field bosses, the fever time. I think this is for PvP. Yeah, see, team elimination. I don't know what that does. I assume you probably get more PvP marks or something. Here's Adventure Island, Ghost Ship, Islands. There's island events. Certain islands only pop up at certain times, or they'll have a special event that only happens at a certain time on the island. The sailing events, I still have not done these. I know it's like, there's like sea monsters you can fight or something, and then there's also like special islands that you have to find, and you like join up together with people and you beat it and you get a ton of pirate coins or something like that. I've heard it's really cool, but I have not done it. But again, that's another form of content. If you love sailing, then you can do that. The proving grounds, I don't know what that is. Looks like it's just a co-op battle. Maybe that's the guild battles. I'm not sure. But again, here's another here's another landmark part where I can show you, look at all this shit you can do in Lost Ark. There is so much shit to do in this game. Again, like I said at the beginning, we are drowning in content. I hope you realize that now, that we are drowning in fucking content. Like, okay, let's see, next thing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the Stronghold. So if you can click F2, you can play your Song of Hearth and Home to teleport you to your Stronghold. You can do this whenever you want. It has only a 5-second cooldown, and then when you want to go back to the world, you just do the Song of Escape. It'll take you back to where you were. A lot of people are lazy about the Stronghold. They just forget about it, but you really have no excuse because you can teleport wherever the fuck you are. Even if you're in the ocean on your ship, you can teleport with the Song of Hearth and Home to go back to your Stronghold, and then you just play the Song of Escape and you're back exactly where you were in the game. So there's like really no excuse unless you're in a dungeon. If you're in a dungeon, I don't think you can do that, but as long as you're in the open world of Lost Ark, you can teleport to your Stronghold. What is there not to do here? Let's see. We got your lab, which you can actually research tons of shit. Basically make it so you take less energy to do your missions when you send your guys out on the ship. I'll talk about that right now. You can increase your roster storage, which is, you know, your bank. Watch, I'll show you. You can increase this right here. This is the one that increases from your Stronghold, the second page. This first page, it seems that you have to pay gems in order to get all the rows for the roster storage. But yeah, it's still nice. You can increase your roster storage, which is like your account-wide bank. For free, like free to play, can do it. You don't have to pay money if you don't want to. Yeah, there's just so much crap in here that you can research. Let's just look at everything. You can also get another island where you can be harvesting resources. I'll show that too. You can upgrade your lab and your crafting workshop so you can actually research more stuff. It's mostly just energy consumption, so you can craft a bunch of maps, you can craft a bunch of potions, food also, crafting new ships for going on your missions. For your Stronghold missions, not your own ship. It's two separate ships. Merchant contracts, you have to do special missions to get these contracts from merchants. So that way the people that come and visit your island, this motherfucker right here, you can actually get a bunch of different trade companies to come and visit your island. And they'll sell different stuff to you.
Take a look.
Usually they take these seals that you get from sending your guys out on, it's called dispatch when you send them out on missions. I think that's about it for the lab. Let's see, the crafting workshop. This is where we were looking at stuff. You can craft potions, the battle items like bombs, grenades, robes, like the camouflage, swiftest ones, flares, all that stuff. Basically the ones that are green, they just cost silver. So you can make the shitty 30% HP potions for silver, and then you get flowers and whatnot. Pretty much everything else, the blue stuff and the purple stuff, you do have to pay gold. So right now, it's kind of tough to afford a lot of this stuff because we don't have a lot of money. Later on in a couple months, we're going to be swimming in money because we'll all be in tier 3. So it probably is not going to really be a big deal. We'll just craft whatever the fuck you want. But probably getting these materials might be a pain in the ass. But you can also craft a bunch of food, which I believe give you buffs. Yeah, see, plus 500 combat resource. I have not crafted food in the Stronghold, so I don't know how it's different from food in the game. It says it's tradable, so I assume it's just an item that you eat, I guess. And then it lasts 30 minutes or whatever, like most. You can craft a bunch of structures in your Stronghold, so you can spruce up the place and make it look cool. You can craft tools for gathering and whatnot. If you're wondering how to get these craft kits, because they don't even really tell you in the game, or maybe they do and I just wasn't paying attention. You get these from using the what is it, the archaeology skill or whatever, excavating or whatever it's called. Let's see, I have no idea what these are. Apparently you must be equipped with excavating tools. Oh, so I guess it's like a archaeological map dungeon or something. You can make these, they're basically like selection chests. You can select a bunch of potions or grenades or whatever. So artisan cook one. All right, so that's all the stuff you can craft. All right, let's look at the station. So every day, every like couple hours sometimes, you can send your guys out on missions so they can get resources for you. They get pirate coins, XP for your stronghold. This is like the major way that you increase your stronghold level, is by sending your guys out on dispatch missions. They also give you the seals. See, these quests give you these victory seals. These ones give you the raid seals. Providence stones for buying the rapport items. So every day you should be sending your guys out on a mission. At least once a day. Like, you should send out your at least one ship a day. If you're a no-lifer and you're playing all day, well, you keep sending them out, you know, once they come back. Because that's how you level up your stronghold, and you need it for later on. The training camp, I believe this is for higher levels. I think you could boost up your alts here without actually playing them. They fight like target dummies or something. And you can get them XP. Knowledge transfer, this is for when you have a lot of money, and if you're an alt lord and you want to level up a bunch of alts, you could basically, you log on to the character that you want to boost. See, I don't even know why they have this menu, because you can't even select. Even when you have money, it won't let you select. You have to log on to the character you want to boost. You basically pay 600 gold, and it will boost the character to level 50 in 8 hours. It takes 8 hours of time. And you can still keep playing the character, even if, you know, if you want to keep playing it while it's being boosted. So this is mostly for the alt lords. Like I said, you don't really need to have a million alts if you're a casual person. It's actually better if you don't have a million alts in the beginning. It's better if you just have one character and just focus the shit out of him. But if you want to have alts and you've already used your 2 power passes, you want even more alts, you have to use knowledge transfer. Unless you actually want to level them up manually, but Jesus, that takes forever. What else? What else can we talk about? There's also this nice little island over here. Let me show you real fast. So later on, I think you have to be like Stronghold level 10 or something. Later on, you unlock this island where you can basically gather a bunch of stuff. And they don't give as much good resources, and you actually get like half XP. And it takes like double the energy, but this is mostly for the people who hate gathering, or maybe you don't have time to gather in the day. And it'll give you resources. Basically a way to spend your energy really fast and inefficiently, and just to get some resources, better than not spending it at all. The only thing is with these resources is they are bound to your character, I believe. Yeah, see, there's these ones. So you can't sell them at all, but you can use them to craft stuff. And I want to say anything you do craft with these materials, I think is bound to you, so you can't sell it on the market. So if you want to sell shit on the market from crafting, you have to gather the materials yourself. You can't gather them here. There's also a cave. Let me just show you real quick because it's really cool. This little island is just for gathering, mining, and woodcutting. But if you come over here to this cool little cave, it looks so cool, this cave. You can do hunting in here, fishing, and so these little bunnies. You can do hunting, fishing, and also archaeology. You don't even have to like look for the archaeology stuff with the little sonar like usual. You just go up to these jars and you just pick them up like super quick. There's also other shit you can get in the stronghold, but I just haven't unlocked it yet. I think there's a farm where you can grow plants or something like that. Like over here. I forget what else. I'm pretty sure there's a farm. Like I said, I haven't done it yet, so I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure you can grow plants or something. I'm not sure. Alright, so next we're going to talk about islands. God. I just keep talking and talking and talking. This video never ends. So next we're going to talk about fucking islands. So in case you're still at this point of the video, you still don't think there's enough shit to do in Lost Ark, this is the finishing blow. I'm going to get you with this. So every quadrant in the sea pretty much has a shitload of islands in it. And you can go on your boat and you can go to these islands, and usually, I want to say like maybe 80% of the islands, maybe more than that, are available to you anytime. You can just show up at the island. They usually will have a quest line or vendors or something special going on there. And you'll get something usually worth your time. You might get pirate coins, you might get enchantment mats, you might get engravings. This side of the map is like for tier 1, tier 2. This is like tier 2, but mostly this is all tier 1 right here. This is like kind of like tier 1 and 2-ish, and also tier 3 is like on this side. So pretty much this is for if you're low level, and this is for the big boys. This is the big boy side of the pool. But yeah, like I said, every zone, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. like every quadrant has a ton of islands. They're not as big as the continents, of course. They're kind of like one zone almost. Depends. Some of them are like a zone. Some are like really small, like half of that. But they're worth your time. This is the part where I was actually talking about if you only have one character, this is how it's actually more efficient to actually have one character, because you can go to these islands. I'll post a link to a map, a couple maps actually, for these islands, where you can just farm these islands, do these quest chains, and you get a shitload of enchantment mats. That's how a lot of the pros got to tier 2 like on the first or second day, because they did all their daily shit, you know, the chaos dungeons and all that, and then they went straight to the islands and they did like a ton of islands and had, you know, tons and tons of enchantment mats. And usually they come in boxes, so you can do them on one character, and then if you want, you could just give the boxes to your alt or something and use them on another character if you want. But definitely the islands are totally worth doing. There's even a bunch of collectible shit on the islands that I'll talk about in a bit. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, actually, one last thing before we move on to islands. I want to show you the harbor traders. Every continent has usually traders that are near the harbor, and sometimes you'll find merchants, like just merchant ships, like just chilling at certain islands. The easiest way to find these merchant ships is usually, like I said, at every city or every continent, wherever you see an anchor, there's usually always merchant ships chilling in the harbor. So a super fast way, you're like, oh, what do I port to the harbor? You can actually just click ready to sail right here. It'll teleport you to the harbor, and you can just get there instantly. That's like the easiest way, because you'll be in your ship already. Watch, I'll show you. You'll be in your ship. You can just go ahead and click set sail, and we come over here. See, there's usually like 1 or 2. Sometimes there might be 3. See, it says traveling merchant ship. You talk to this dude. They'll sell you sail glyphs. They can sell you blueprints for your ship. They can sell you crew members for ships. This is the one I think is the best. 𝗂𝗧𝗪. You can convert coins into pirate coins. These other the special pirate coins that you convert into generic pirate coins. The best exchange rate is sun coins. So if you have a bunch of those pirate coin boxes, you can exchange sun coins into 20 pirate coins per, which is really fucking good. Keep in mind though, there is a giant heart that you can get with Gainus coins. So if you have a lot of those pirate coin boxes, you should probably save them until you see something that you want, and then convert them into the coinage that you want. They sell also runes, cards, rapport chests. I think some of them sell like food and stuff. They usually sell these. These are like materials to upgrade your ships. And here's the main reason why we came here. Every week you can buy enchantment mats. Another vendor that sells enchantment mats weekly. You can buy enchantment mats from these merchant ships. And there's a weekly limit. And I think they're all tied together. I'm pretty sure all the merchant ships are tied together. So if you buy all the enchantment mats at one ship for that week, they're all sold out. But still, it gives you another way to get enchantment mats with pirate coins if you love doing sailing content, or maybe you just have a ton of pirate coins sitting around. So that's something important you need to know. And check all of the ships, like anytime you're at a harbor, because they will sell all kinds of random crap that could be really good for you. Okay, so then now we're gonna talk about main story quests. Can I actually show you on here? Let's see, guide. Here you go, Rohendel. Whew! Thank God I can show you. So if you're on a boosted character, this is the next quest line you can do, is Rohendel. If you're on your main, I don't know if you've completed 𝗂𝗪𝗏 yet. You should go over to 𝗂𝗪𝗏 and complete that. I don't know if you need to complete 𝗂𝗪𝗏 to get to Rohendel. I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of quests that chain together from Rohendel or from 𝗂𝗪𝗏. So I think you actually do have to complete 𝗂𝗪𝗏 in order to progress through certain quest lines they give you unlocks for your account. So don't skip 𝗂𝗪𝗏. You need to do it. You do get enchantment mats for doing 𝗂𝗪𝗏, but they're kind of like, you know, they're kind of like, they're okay. But you need to do 𝗂𝗪𝗏. Watch, I'll show you. Which is this ice area. You also need this, what is it, the 𝗃𝗏𝗪𝗓𝒏𝒡𝒄𝒄. It's one of the ice plowing ships in order to get into 𝗂𝗪𝗏. Oh, one quick thing I can talk about. Don't forget, this is something I didn't even write down to talk about, but transportation for your Bifrost. Up here in the top, beneath your mini-map, this little up arrow, it's the Bifrost transportation. If you're a free-to-play player, you only have one Bifrost location. It's basically a teleport for 1,000 silver, and it's like on a 2-hour cooldown. You can save this location anywhere, so you can even save it on islands to do your dailies or whatnot, which is what I've done down here. So don't forget about your Bifrost. You should always use it. And then don't forget about your Song of Return. Set that to like Vern or wherever your main city that you like to be in. That's on a 2-hour cooldown if you're free to play, I believe. Maybe it's an hour. I'm not sure. This is the dude I want to talk about, the ocean liner. Every harbor has an ocean liner guy. Don't forget about this. I always forget about it because I feel like it's not that well advertised. You can buy basically a free, well, it's not free. It's like 2,000 if you're free to play, or 1,000 if you're have a sub. You can basically buy a ship ticket to take you to that continent or whatever, because some of the continents are super fucking far away, so it's actually quicker to just buy a ship ticket and it'll basically fast travel you to that other continent. So don't forget about ocean liners, please, because I was not using them for the longest time. And I wish I would have been using them because it's so cheap. Okay, I got sidetracked. I was talking about main story quests. So yeah, do main story quests. When you hit 460 item level, please immediately go to Rohendel and do this quest chain. It'll tell you what to do. You gotta like go talk to the queen of Vern. You gotta go talk to the queen of Vern, and she will basically put you on a quest chain so that way you can go to Rohendel, because there's like this magical barrier in the ocean and you have to learn how to cross the barrier. But please, like I said, at 460 item level, go to Rohendel, do the storyline, because that will unlock the next tier of Chaos Dungeons, so you'll get even more enchantment rewards from doing those Chaos Dungeons. I didn't do this for the longest time because I fucking hate questing in MMOs. I just hate it. I hate questing. I just want to play the game and grind, and I don't want to do quests. So I put off Rohendel for the longest time. I actually didn't go to Rohendel until I was already like plus 13 or plus 14 on all my gear. Whereas if I would have went to Rohendel and did the storyline, I probably would already be in tier 2 like 3 or 4 days ago. So please, as soon as you hit 460, go to Rohendel. Go do your storyline quests. Don't skip storyline quests. You need to do storyline in order to unlock the new content, so you can keep progressing and getting stronger and all that. There's also a bunch of guide quests that will teach you new things. There's also a bunch of quests too. You should just look up guides because it would take me forever to talk about it. There's also a bunch of quests that you can do in some of the continents that will unlock new Una dailies for you to actually do. There's secret quests that you can do and they unlock new Una dailies. They're not even talked about in the game. So look up guides if you want to know. All right, number 11. Fuck, dude, I'm just like, we're still talking. Adventurers Tome. This is the collectible shit you can do in this game. You can go to each continent, the continents, not the islands, and you can do these collectible shit where basically you're collecting stuff from killing monsters. There's cooking recipes you can make where you gotta like go pick up some honey from Uncle Ted's shack in the middle of the fucking woods and make like honey stew or something. There's also the vistas you can find. Also the dungeons count towards completion, normal and hard mode completion. There's also Makoko seeds in the dungeons. Keep that in mind if you're looking for Makokos. Killing rare monsters out in the world. Field bosses in each zone. Hidden stories in the zones, which is usually like picking up letters that you'll find around. It's also side stories, getting all the triports, and probably the longest thing of all, getting your rapport with certain NPCs to 100%, which will take like weeks of game time. Unless you have a ton of rapport chests and you can just... you can whale your way to max rapport level with a certain NPC by giving him gifts. And that unlocks basically random stuff. There's emotes. Some of these have mounts. I'll talk about Ignia tokens later. Those are really big. Some of them have songs that you need for certain quest lines. You should do them. Also, some of them have... where is it? Some of them have skill point potions, too. There's like 3 or 4 of them that have skill point potions. So you should do these eventually, at least for the skill point potions, because they're so important. But like I said, there's mounts. Like, look at for Vern. We got a raptor mount. For Arthentine, we got a hoverboard. I'm sure there's more. I just haven't seen them yet. But it is worth to do these at least halfway. Like I said, some of them you get good rewards at 50%, some at 60%, some at 70%. These are definitely worth to do. All right, number 12, we're on collectibles. So these are all the collectibles we got in the game. There is, like I was saying, there's so much shit to do in this game. Like, if you're this far in the video, like, please, like, do you see now what I'm talking about? That we're fucking drowning in content. Like You could be playing this game forever. Like, there's so much shit. 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗀𝗃 seeds, I'm sure you know about them. They're hidden around the world. They're in lots of wacko places. Some of the places where the 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃 seeds are, they're dirty. It'll be like, oh, you walk through a wall and you like basically get out of bounds of the level in these black areas, and there's 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃 seeds. So yeah, 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃s are really great. Here's all the rewards. I think the best things from the 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃s are probably the Stronghold crew. You actually get Stronghold workers for getting certain amounts of 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃s. See, I don't even know what this is. Some kind of license or something. Found a roster on pickup. I have no idea. Prove your night, the data, send your name carried on the win. 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃. I have no idea what that even is. There's so much crap. Masterpieces, that's another collection. Let's look. Let's just start from left to right. There's islands. Every time you complete an island, you will get an island token, which you can take to 𝗁𝗄𝗄, the lonely island, which is right. Nope, not there. Right here. Ah, right here. It's another collection. Oh my god. To add on top of it, by basically completing islands, you can unlock more stuff. This is probably the best. The skill point potions, definitely. These emotes also are really important because you need them for rapport and certain quest lines. Look at, you can get a golden turtle. That's fucking cool. Masterpiece, that's also for another collection. Used to upgrade special equipment. Compasses, that's another thing I haven't talked about because I have not messed with them yet. Right here. I don't even know what they do. I guess they give you buffs and stuff for sailing or something. Like I said, I have not done them yet. So I don't even know what they do. Giant's Hearts, this is one of the things I was talking about. There are certain NPCs that you can get Giant's Hearts from world bosses, certain NPCs rapport, quests too, I think. These ones are actually one of the best collection things to get because you just get them and they're one and done. You don't have to get 50,000 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃 seeds. You can just get one giant heart, bam, you get a reward. 2 giant hearts, bam, you get a reward. I feel like this is one of the best ones to start working on. But again, this one's actually really good because you get 4 skill point potions from getting this far into the collection. So that's really good. Omnium Stars. I have not messed with this shit at all. I have no idea how to get Omnium Stars. Only obtain once per roster. It looks really good though because you get a bunch of skill point potions to give you 12 skill points. I know wealth. This wealth rune is super important and a lot of high tier builds use it. Can be found in 𝗂𝗄𝗃 village. I think this is end game. Yeah, see, it's 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃. This is like really towards the end, so you probably won't have to worry about that for a while. So it's probably a collection for end game. Masterpieces are paintings that you can get throughout the world. Again, as you can see here, some of them are from enchant tomes, quests, reputation, like just you get them everywhere. And again, another thing you can collect. Looks like a lot of cards in this one. Tons of cards. Damn, look at that artist treasure chest. Holy shit, I hadn't seen these. 5,000 gold, 13,000 gold. That's a lot of fucking gold. Oh my god. So it looks like cards and gold. Oh, that would be really nice to have that emote too. Emotes and songs are really important in this game because you need them to do certain quests and reports. So always keep an eye out for emotes and songs. We already talked about 𝗁𝗂𝗪𝗃s. 𝗖𝗄𝗄𝗃 tokens. This is the true no lifer shit. You get 1 𝗖𝗄𝗄𝗃 token for doing, basically completing the zone, like for each zone. So see 100%, you get the 𝗖𝗄𝗃 token from Ramathras. So this is like true completionist shit. You got to get 100% of each zone in order to get, the 𝗖𝗄𝗃 tokens. And again, this is another one. The rewards are super good. Greater skill point potion. You get this cool mount. This aura. I want this aura. I want it. I don't even know what it does. I haven't even looked it up, but I love auras because I come from Guild Wars 2 and that's Aura City in that game. Oh, Bifrost key. That's kind of fucking important. More teleports. I don't remember where you get the other Bifrost key. There's another way to get a second one, but I don't remember. Maybe it's this one. This is another thing I have not messed with. You get these world tree leaves, see trader mining. I can't tell you how to get these. I want to say you get them from just gathering, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to do research about this. I think this is like the collectibles for the gathering people. So it looks like more gathering stuff. Oh, you can turn yourself into a rabbit. That's cool. Collectible. No idea what these are. Used to upgrade special equipment charms. I don't know what those are. But like I said, this is gathering or collectibles for the gathering people. No idea what it is. sea bounties. I think these are the sea missions I was talking about earlier, 10,000 years ago, earlier in the video. Where you're doing those missions with other people. I think. I'm not sure. Might have to figure that out. I know you can get crews though, so that's really nice. I want those crews. Adventurer coin chest. Damn, you got a shitload of silver. That's nice. Tears of the Abyss. Who knows what that is? There's so much shit where I'm like, I don't know what that is. Looks important. Alright, I forgot to talk about Rapport, the Rapport system. Fuck, dude. I'm falling apart. This video's 10,000 years long. There's probably only 5 people watching. I don't know who's made it this far in the video, but we're gonna talk about Rapport. Basically, you can talk to people, and like every day, you can basically like show them emotes, play a song for them, or something like that, and it basically increases their affection for you, their reputation. And the reason why you do this is because every character will give you rewards. See, the Neria, she'll give you silver stuff, she'll give you cards, engravings, or whatever. There are certain characters, like Sasha in particular. You can actually fuck Sasha. I don't know if people know that. I don't know if Amazon's taken out the Sasha sex scene. They don't show anything, but it's like, you know, you basically are like, dude, your character fucks Sasha. Like, they show their clothes and shit in the room, and they're in bed together. Sasha's really important, though, because she gives you a lot of fucking gold for increasing her rapport. So, and she also gives you a giant's heart, which is really fucking important. So look out for some of these NPCs. It is definitely worth doing rapport because, like I said, certain NPCs, look at the queen, she gives you 200 gold coins. She gives you 800 later on. This is the OP one I always hear people talking about, the pros. 𝗬𝗗𝗓𝗧 from Saintone. This is like really end game. This is like tier 3. If you just want the 80, save all your boxes. Okay, these boxes, dang it, they're in my other character. The boxes that let you select a gift, they have a little part on them. They let you select a gift so you can give to people. Save all those boxes for when we get to Saintone endgame for 𝗬𝗗𝗓𝗧, because 𝗬𝗗𝗓𝗧 gives you, what is that, like 36,000 gold or something. Each of these gives you 100 gold. Yeah, so it's like, oh no, 3,600, I'm sorry, no, not 36,000, oops. Too many zeros. So yeah, you can give her a shitload of gifts, get her to trusted, and she gives you 3,600 gold. And it's a lot easier to get somebody to trusted, respect, rather than affection. Let's look at, like, for the queen and then Sasha, you actually have to get them to affection in order to get the most gold. Whereas that other chick I was telling you about, you only have to get her to trusted. So you just dump all your gifts on her, and you could boost her up. Check out all the characters though, because some of them, like the Cid gives you a map. Some characters will give you themselves as a worker. Some give you runes, engravings. Look at this recipe. I don't even know what this is. Snail roll cake or something. God only knows what that is. But yeah, basically every day you can do, I think it's like 5 emotes and then like 4 songs or something. Oh, see, there's 5 songs. Okay. I think they're separate. I think the emotes and songs are separate. So you can actually every day talk and play a song for, I want to say like maybe 2, maybe 3 NPCs. Probably like 2 for sure. And then if you're a turbo whale, you can give gifts, and there's a 99 gift limit, which basically means unlimited. Because yeah, I mean, you get so much rapport. If you give like the legendary ones, you get 10,000 rapport. So yeah, don't ignore the rapport system. Is definitely something you should do because you can get a lot of money and workers, and I think some of them give skill points. Like it's fucking worth your time to talk to people every day. And supposedly some of them you get to fuck them. I don't know. Supposedly. Hopefully Amazon didn't take it out. All right, we're almost done. Number 14. Fuck, dude. This video is 10,000 years long. Gathering and crafting, or rather just gathering. You have, what is it, 10,000 energy in the beginning. I think you can upgrade your energy to like 12,000 or something like that. Every day 4,000 energy regenerates. So if you're a turbo neckbeard, you have to spend at least 4,000 energy, otherwise you're wasting your energy every day or whatever. I never gather. I really need to. I need to make that habit. It's totally worth it because of foraging, you make potions. Logging and mining is not too big a deal because you mostly use that to upgrade your stronghold, and later on that's not as important because once you upgrade your stronghold all the way, I don't know, I guess apparently logging and mining is not that great. These 3 down here are the big cheeses: hunting, fishing, and excavating. because you get a ton of resources that are really important, I guess, later on, like in tier 3, I assume. Saintone was talking about it in one of his videos. I forget. He did a really good gathering video. I'll put a link in the description where he talked about it. Basically, hunting, fishing, and excavating are the 3 big cheeses that most of the top tier players do. Because you get some kind of resource from it that's really fucking important. So if you love those 3 types of gathering, you're in luck because that's the meta. So yeah, tools and all this shit, really cool. It's fun. All right, last thing, I promise. Well, there's one more small thing we're gonna talk about. I don't even know how long this video is gonna be. It's already been an hour of talking, and I think once I edit it down, it'll probably be like maybe 45 minutes, maybe 50, but it's probably gonna be long as fuck. All right, so for the 2 dudes who made it this far, PvP, or if you skipped on my timestamps, team deathmatch. You basically it's 3v3. If you love PvP, it's pretty cool. I have not done it yet, but I've seen tons of videos. It looks cool. Basically for PvP, all of the gear is the same. Everybody is all equalized. There is no pay to win shit with gear that you stomp other people with. There's none of that. Everybody's got the same shit. You choose your skills, and choose your stats, and you go in and you fight people. 3v3 deathmatch. You basically 2 teams. You're fighting each other, and whoever has the most kills at the end wins. It's pretty simple TDM in any shooting game you played. Deathmatch, I think 6 players fight each other. I think this is just a free-for-all. It's like 6 players, and it's just whoever has the most kills at the end wins. And then team elimination is almost like, kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom or King of Fighters, if you're familiar with those fighting games. They're basically 2 teams of 3, and you basically fight one at a time, though. So, like, the first 2 guys fight, whoever dies, then the second person will come in, and then, you know, it just keeps going like that. Whoever dies gets replaced by the next person in their team. They fight the previous guy, and whoever team has the most, you know, whoever team wins basically at the end, kills the whole other team, is the person who wins. It's kind of cool, or sounds cool anyways. Co-op battle, I think this is for the guilds. I'm not sure about that one. And apparently you can make custom games. I did not know that. Friendly match, tournament match, team deathmatch, team elimination. That's cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, so PvP. If you love PvP, you also get, there's like these PvP marks that you get, and I want to say you can trade those for enchantment mats. I'm not sure totally, but I believe you can play PvP and you can get good stuff. I don't know where the vendor is. I have no idea. And the last thing, the last thing, thank God, now I can stop talking. The last thing is the future. Basically, in the future, I guess the thing I should straight up say is, like, I hope I have illustrated that there is a fuckload of shit to do in this game, and you, like, really have no, like, anybody that says that there's nothing to do in Lost Ark, well, they're just flat out fucking wrong, because there's a million things to do in this game. But talking about the future, in the Korean versions, they have like seasonal events where you can basically play the game and you get cool costumes, like swimsuit costumes, or, you know, big old water guns, stuff like that. They have like a winter event, I think Thanksgiving, Halloween, all that stuff. Tons of cool events where you get costumes basically just for playing the game. You don't actually have to pay money. What else? There's also these things called legendary avatars. You should look up videos of the Korean players talking about legendary avatars. They are fucking amazing, totally slutty, and fucking, like, just amazing outfits. Just, they're hot. There's good ones. And there's badass ones for the guys. There's really awesome ones for the girls. I have no idea if we're going to get them all, because some of the outfits are pretty fucking slutty. I'm just like, I don't know if Amazon is going to put those in, because you know how they are. You know, they're a little, you know, they don't like women showing off skin. So I don't know. We may not get some of those costumes. There's also going to be Legion raids later on, which are the 8-man raids that I think are going to come out in like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months. I'm not sure. I know we're getting the Argus raid in like a month, which I believe is the first 8-man raid. I'm not sure about that, but I want to say it's the first 8-man raid. I know we're getting other islands, other zones. There's just so much shit that's coming out in this game. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is literally just the beginning of the game. And yeah, there's just so much content in this game. Like, this is, like I was saying in the beginning, I hope I have illustrated the point that, like, you really don't have to worry about getting to tier 3 and just rushing the content, because there is just so much content in this game that it's like, we're gonna be playing this game for a long time, dude. Like, you just need to chill out, okay? Just chill out, enjoy the game, choose something you like. I'm sure there's like a couple things I must have missed. There must have been at least like 3 or 5 things that I missed in the game. But that's all the shit I could think of anyways, that you could do in this game. I'm sure there's more that I'm just not thinking of, or maybe I just forgot. But yeah, for sure. Don't feel like you gotta rush. Don't feel like you need a million alts. Just play the game. If you love just gathering 𝗁𝗂𝗀𝗪𝗃 seeds or something, then just go gather 𝗁𝗂𝗀𝗪𝗃 seeds. Like, there's just so much shit to do in this game. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. For the 5 people that made it this far, if any. And, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you now realize just how much we are drowning in content in this game. And enjoy your time in Lost Ark. Have fun. Take it easy, guys. Bye.